Around the country of voter fraud or bad elections. Local election leaders have heard them too.
Yeah, so I asked Douglas County Election Commissioner Brian Cruz to walk us through step by step where your vote goes. It's a system of redundancy with someone or something always watching.
We've never had a problem in Douglas County. We don't want a problem.
The Douglas County Election Commission is already well into vote mode. Walking us through the process, Commissioner Brian Cruz says two things are happening here. They're getting requests for ballots and getting in completed ballots. They come from the mail and from drop boxes. This one is emptied 3 times a day by a team of 2.
And so every drop box takes 2 keys and 2 people of differing parties to open.
2 people, also from differing political parties, do the same thing at the post office twice a day.
So it's not sitting on the truck all day.
Each drop box has a bag inside, which is sealed up and brought back to the main office, where that seal is cut and logged.
And then this seal will stay with these ballots. So then once you open this up, you can see what's in there. Some are fuller than others.
They separate the ballots in the yellow envelopes from the request for ballots, the green cards. They're organized and put into trays corresponding with the drop box locations. Now here's where 2 different things are happening in the office. First, handling requests for ballots. Workers like Pat and Betsy verify signatures and new this election, the voter ID component, where people have to include a photocopy of or write down their state ID or driver's license information on the card. And if everything checks out, we go into a secure location.
So you have to have double authentication to get in here, swipe plus a PIN code.
A room full of machines, including some which process and print the ballots and the envelopes for the specific requests. But before they're sent out, humans, not machines, put everything together. Here, Mike and Maxine combine the blank ballot, an instruction sheet, a return envelope, and the outgoing envelope. And Cruz says using people for this consolidation is critical.
It's monotonous work, but it's very important.
And it's a lot of work. On that wall are early voting requests that have already been processed, 65,000 of them.
In Douglas County, we're pretty much 50% early voters now and 50% polling place folks.
As you can see, ballots are already coming back, and there is a strict process to protect the integrity of the vote. Remember those trays of ballot envelopes? Well, Betsy brings them into the secure room, where these machines slice open the envelopes and timestamp them. Then it's back to her desk for more verifying of signatures and voter ID info. If everything's good, the ballots go into another secure room.
There's certain rooms that you have to have a key card plus a PIN code. It's usually where there's live ballots.
Those ballots will go on these shelves where they wait to be counted. And inside this already secure room, there are even more safes.
This is where we keep the thumb drives for the counting machines.
You see, when votes are counted, the results go on thumb drives. This safe is for the drives before the votes are counted. These safes are for after the results are on them.
Because these safes are fireproof, or fire resistant, I should say.
And these are the machines that do all the counting. There are 9 of them, all from election systems and software.
These machines are never hooked to the internet or to each other.
Each machine can count 250 pieces of paper a minute. The military-grade thumb drives are in these locked compartments. After they get the votes, all 9 are put in an air-gapped computer, a standalone laptop that's never been hooked to the internet. It combines all the votes and burns the results onto a CD. That CD's then taken to the IT department where the results are pushed to the public. Each step of the process is closely watched.
So we always have 2 people of differing parties run the machines.
And they're not the only ones watching.
We've got security cameras in both corners that are recording everything.
They recently put in an enhanced high-def video surveillance system. 39 cameras alone inside the commission's building. 13 more at the county's drop boxes.
I mean, everywhere inside and outside's under surveillance. We do this for peace of mind, for the public, for the voters, and also for our staff.
Cruz says everything they're doing means voter fraud is non-existent in Douglas County.
I just want to assure and reassure voters that your voice is heard in Douglas County. It's safe, it's secure, each person has one vote and one vote only.
And just in case someone thinks there has been some kind of fraud, he tells them this.
Just because your candidate may not win does not mean there was election of fraud. It simply means the other candidate got more votes.
Now, Cruz encourages early voters to use the drop boxes rather than mailing in their ballots. He says that's the most direct way to get your vote in. The deadline to vote early at the Election Commission is May 13th at 5 p.m. Voting in person is the next day from 8 to 8.